Well, hey there, everyone. It's your man, Good Time in Tazz. Self-quarantined. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have the coronavirus, but this stuff is crazy. Got my driving us crazy, isn't it? So I get my Mint magazine in the mail, and I'm sitting there going through it, and I'm like, nothing's open. So ideas. So say hello to Cracker Jack, my buddy here. Give me an idea. When I used to live in Nashville, I used to, we had an independent, we had BKR Records, and two publishing companies, True Worship Publishing and Fresh on Delivery Music, and we had marketing and services, creative marketing services for any kind of entertainment aspect you can think of. So I got to going back through storage. I resorted to that as we wait till, was it now April 6th or whatever, and I found some of the old bands I used to work with, and every day that we're inside, you might as well call it quarantine, because that's what it is, self-quarantine, that I will bring a different band or artist that we worked with back in the day. And we'll start off with one that, one of the first ones that I came across when I was in Nashville was this group out of Kentucky called Josie Wells. And when I heard the name, I thought it was like a country country band, but when I talked to him on the, this was back when, what do you call it, before Facebook, it was, I can't even remember, it's been, see, that's why I'm jogging the memory here, so right around MySpace, I think was the name of it, was when that was real big, and everybody would release stuff on CD Baby. So out of Oregon, of course they may have moved or got sold by now, but anyway, what happened was we had the big flood in 2010, and we didn't have any flood insurance, and so everybody just kind of parted ways. I moved to Atlanta and started acting, and then now getting into directing and writing and stuff, but and now I'm in Chattanooga. But anyway, so yeah, back in the day, first one of the first people that came knocking on our door in Nashville was this band out of Kentucky called Josie Wells, and their name of their album was Moonshine Sunrise, and I was like, well, that's an interesting name, and you can see it here. And his I believe it was the girlfriend or the wife or whatever was a graphics person, or or artsy, could draw and stuff, and so put the album together. If I'm memory, like I said, it's been a while. So of course the title track is the name of the album, so it's Moonshine Sunrise. Came up with 10 tracks, and I liked all of them, so we worked their album and got it played and sold some copies for them and things like that. But as one of the independent artists, that's back when like independent things started going that way, really, like at the end of the 90s. Early 2000s, so we jumped in there right around, the start of the 2000s, right around 2004, I would say, 2005, and going into, so we had a good run there from about 2000 till about 2010. So anyway, this is their title track. This is track one. We'll just go through all of them and enjoy, since we can't do anything else. All right, thought I'd share. So here we go. Here's Moonshine Sunrise.
on the bottom forever. I don't plan on hanging out here long. Soon as I can find a way to get my shit together, I'll be out on the road playing my own damn song.
So as you can imagine, as we we listened to that first track, I was like, wow, as you can tell, great guitar playing, and so I contacted them back. I think this was before Skype, and said I want to have the rest of our gang, that was partners or working in the office, listen to this as a group and see what they think. And so I guess that's kind of an A&R person, whatever. We wore mini hats back in the day. But yeah, so I heard that one and I was like, I wonder what the rest of the CD sounds like, but I want to listen to, of course I wanted to listen first minute of each song, each track, and make notes of which ones to play to the group. But I got to listen to the whole CD. So when I got to talking to the group, I messaged them back, and they were letting me know that they recorded this in a trailer and did the vocals in a shower. They took the shower head out of the shower and made an ICO booth to do the vocals, because they foamed around the rest of the enclosed tub, and it had such good acoustics that they just recorded their album in this old trailer. So I mean, and of course you hear bands that do them in cemeteries or whatever, and just all the different places you hear about people, like Johnny Cash did one in a prison or something and all this stuff. But I just like stories like that. I'm just going to play the ones that are kind of you've got then they had their softer side on here, like you got to have the ballad, so that was Fool's Moon, like FOOL. So that's this one, and it's all their songs on here were really good, but this is Fool's Moon by Josie Wells.
It's a full moon in mid-July, and I don't know how I made her cry. She looked at me with a tear in her eye, and she said, it's a full moon in mid-July. Yeah, that strange rain. said, it's a full moon in mid-July. It's a full moon in mid-July. And I don't know how I made her cry. She looked at me with a tear in her eye and she said, it's a full moon in mid-July. And I can't stand this three-way love thing. Only wanna play my music and sing. Lord knows I love to hear them strangers. And I can't stand this three-way love thing, oh no.
So how cool was that, you know? I heard that and I was like, yeah, I could see myself. That's when, I think that's when it wasn't like you had to pay extra to get CD players put in the cars. It just more or less came with them. Of course, now, you know, they got whatever. But, so just to get, you know, 3 or 4 songs to give you a good sample of what they sounded like. I mean, 2 more songs on here that I really liked anyway. Of course, the whole album was good, but this is a funny song. It's called Hillbilly Willie. I always liked that one. But this, let me get this queued up here for you. It's so this is Hillbilly Willie by Josie Wells. You can already tell it's gonna be.
Billy Willie, he's a friend of mine. Get together, have a damn good time. Well, yeah. 7 days out, 7 nights. 3 good drums and 4 damn fights. Oh yeah, yeah. I was drinking gasoline, fell on my face again. Oh well.
Big Finish. All the songs back then, and they performed them like they recorded them. I mean, like they were playing them live, if you know what I mean. Instead of like, there's not like a big difference between a studio and a live version. They recorded all these in like one take, and maybe did the vocals later, but that's about how you had to record when you were. They recorded them on those ADAT, so they did have like, they were like VHS tapes, the 16-bit or track, whatever they were. But they at one time they were called, I believe they were called ADAT, and it was almost like beta. Then you could transfer them over to CD to get 44 or whatever kilohertz a CD is. I don't know right now, but anyway, so this next song, so going again. That was their their harder side, and I heard the guitars and stuff in their music, like wow, it's pretty cool. But then you'd hear like this softer stuff, and you're like, it's pretty, So this next one is called Angel. 100 songs been called Angel, or thousands, but this was their song, and it's a ballad, of course. So get the lighters or the whatever you got out, and your cell phone, and dim the lights. It's about to get soft, intimate. So Angel by Josie Wells.
Well, I met her in heaven. High school, 87, and I kissed her lips for the first time in the back of my old car. And I loved her, I wanted her, I needed her, never deserved her. She said goodbye. Yeah, she's my angel, my angel. Yeah, she's my angel, yo, you like her angel, yo, you like her angel. My angel, there she comes and there she goes. She still loves me. She told me, laying down beside me, just to hold me. And it felt like it did back then. The love of my life. Can I be her friend when she's my angel, my angel. Yeah, she's my angel, yo, you like her angel, yo, you like
And so there you have it. And here, as you can see, the album looked a lot like the you know, the CD cover, obviously. But that was Josie Wells, and you know, he had that voice like, "She's my angel." I can't sing, but angel. You know, had that real raspy. And when I heard that, I was like, oh, you know. So yeah, we worked with them, and thanks for letting me sharing that with you. As we go back jogging down memory lane, and I've dug out, you know. So however many days we're in this, we'll do this here and again, and share some of these old memories of the old Nashville days. When we were up there on Music Row. But that was Josie Wells out of Kentucky, and I think he's still he's in a new band and in another state. You can look up JosieWails if you're interested. You can look up that name. I'm probably on Facebook or Google it or something. And if I'm not mistaken, he's in Illinois or Indiana or somewhere now, and got a new band. But he was always very talented and great songwriter, great voice. I mean, yeah, still doing it from what I hear. Anyway, you know what you need to do as far as the other stuff, and that's kind of why we do this, because we don't need to be reminded of all that other mess. But anyway, take care of yourself and your loved ones, and be out. Peace.